This is Professor Puente, and I'm here with your entire course. Actually, some of your classmates. I believe I have about 8 or 9 classmates uh, from your class. And again, I sent out a link. The students here are interacting on this video, which are going to be part of the D2L class. You just got to go every week and see a new video that's up. The video should be up on Wednesdays morning. I'm going to have this live class on Tuesdays. That may switch. This week is switched because obviously we have Labor Day weekend, or it may get set back. Pay attention, but I'll definitely let you know. This next week's class is going to be on a Tuesday at 8 p.m. So the next class, Tuesday, this is the day after Labor Day, okay? This is fall 2018 Decisions and Problem Solving course. It's one of my favorite courses I teach. I am a marketing professor mostly, but I teach this one management course and I definitely love it. It really does fit in with your life. Okay, now marketing fits is specifically with your life a lot, but decision making is what you do every day. In fact, you made a decision to be right in front of me today, whether you are interactive or you are in the D2L side, which is the typical side where people go, right? Unless you want to do the alternative, which is coming here in the life course. Now, I have to explain 2 things. There are 2 methods to this. There is the writing assessments, which is typical D2L, typical online correspondence course, or the alternative, which means you come here to this course. Now, this is what you're going to do. Okay, if you want to join the interactive, sometimes you want to go ahead and remember this QR code. It's right here, QR code. So you can pause the video as we speak, pause it down. And this is going to be the QR code you're going to scan on the app called GroupMe. Now, GroupMe is just a chat application, not not at all mandatory. I have to explain it 3 times. Not at all mandatory, and the third time, not at all mandatory, is for your help, for your communication with this interactive model. Okay, it's how you get a hold of me if you have any questions. Is it my preferred way for you to communicate with me? Yes, but it doesn't have to be yours. You could just email me. Okay, you don't have to do this. It's for your benefit more than anything else. Now, some of you guys are already here on GroupMe. I want to let you know this is not just for the chat of the video. You can ask me questions here as we go. Okay, there is a a chat cutoff that I've been given. You know, and it's going to be at 9 p.m. nightly. At 9 p.m. nightly, I'm not going to communicate with you. Please, I'm going to discourage to communicate with all your classmates after 9 p.m. because most people want to. Some people want to sleep around that time. So let's leave that, and you can begin at business hours 8 a.m. 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can text, ask me questions. More than anything, what I love to see is decisions. How you make your decisions are really important. This is what you're going to learn in this course, right? Do we need to code each visit? No, you don't, Kimberly. You only need the code one time when you're looking for the group on GroupMe. One time. Good question, Kimberly. Professor, is that the same barcode as the first email today? That is correct. So all of you who are here with me in this interactive model don't need to do it. This is for the future, for the people that are needing to get into to this little group chat and want to talk about decisions, right? So overall, what is decisions 101? That's what I call decisions 101. It's not what you think. It's not a show. It's not I want to say a a talk about your personal life. It can be used for your personal life. This decisions making and problem solving is for your business acumen. So I want to look up what business acumen is in the interactive side. That'd be really nice. It'd be great points for you. But the business acumen you have in life, it's set up from your decisions. How you make those decisions, totally different than personal life. More than likely, some of you guys are not using a systematic way of making a decision. Let me explain this to you, okay? When you want to go buy a car, let's say, all right, and Sorry about the fireworks in the back. We're at UH and they're having a, I believe they're I believe it's the pep rally, right? So I don't know if you hear it, but I do. Anyways, decisions, right? How do you make your decisions is real simple. You probably all get it from your gut intuition. So if I told you right now, what is your favorite color? You would all tell me a color. Think about it. What's your favorite color, right? Most of you would not give me three reasons why is your favorite color. You just make it your favorite color. Some of you would tell me because I like it. That is not reasons. Decisions making is making decisions with reasons. Three solid premises. You will learn to make these decisions totally different. You got to be more careful about your decisions because you have to explain why always. And the why is never the same. It changes per weighting averages or etc. Right? Laura said burgundy. Okay, Laura. Perfect example. I said, what is your favorite color? And Laura said burgundy. And sorry, Laura, but that is incorrect. You never told me why. Right? So now you know how to do this. So Daisy says business acumen, business savvy, or business sense is keenness and quickness in understanding and dealing with business situation, risk and opportunities. That's right. In a manner that is likely to lead to good outcome. Hey, Kimberly even put a picture of business acumen. Thank you. Thank you both. Very good choice. Put it up there. I read it to you. The class has it. And look, everybody benefits, right? Do you have business acumen? Do you have business sense? Again, this doesn't mean you get lucky. This doesn't mean you decided out of the cuff to become a professor and teach. Why did you become a professor and teach? Why did you sit in the middle of this pep rally when there's fireworks in the background? That's a decision, right? I had to get to you guys as soon as possible. So I had to make it happen. Now, with that said, all of these decisions you're going to talk about, you're going to explain. I did ask the class as I was setting up, who is their main decision maker? And they gave me some reasons and I said why, and they actually did. So let's go back. And we spoke quite a bit before this video, believe it or not. Legina says, my mom was the best decision maker in my life. She showed me how to be independent and never back down. If I believe in something, she was very outspoken, but always told the truth. She would put her kids first. See, that was a good reason. Thank you, Legina. You had about three good reasons. My mother, Christina says, is the best decision maker in my life because she manages the house bills, my grandfather's business, and my sister's career. Look at that. She said, make her because she manages the house bills, my grandfather's, and my sister's career. Three good reasons, three good premises. Thank you, Christina. That's really helpful. She does very well and always finds a way to be successful. One thing I got to tell you guys is that you'll see that three common people that people would say with this question is parents, spouses, and kids, believe it or not. So you see that. My best decision maker in my life is my grandmother. I guess that counts as parent. She always thinks of all the consequences and is a realist. So that word Kristen is actually called a pragmatist. She has helped guide me in many situations in life. Brian says my best decision maker is my grandfather too. He always decides things on the most rational way possible. He puts others before himself when choosing things. When I asked who is your best decision maker, some of you guys already had decision makers that follow the theories that we're going to learn here. Okay, so this is perfect. And I have Sarah. The best decision maker in my life is my husband. I could trust him for impartial advice when my own judgment may be clouded in some decisions. His decisions made with strong critical thinking skills to do what is best for us and our family. Very beautiful, Sarah. Believe it or not, yes, spouses do get chosen, but the reasons why they get chosen are not necessarily as sound as yours. Look at that word, sound. That's something else you're going to learn. Okay. Sorry if I didn't get to all of you guys for decision makers. But really, I'll definitely will share mine as I go, my decision makers. But you all are decision makers, but are you effective decision makers? In fact, the word decision maker is synonymous with leader. It definitely is. So yes, decisions are made, but how are they effective? Kimberly says, Laura, not awesome. Just on top of it tonight, before this webinar, I was the one putting on a webinar and there was nothing worse than talking to yourself. Okay, yeah, definitely, Kimberly, that's the worst. Trying to talk to yourself. Sorry about that if that's what it was. I'm going to begin on objective one, and what I'm gonna do is hit two objectives tonight. The next week, I didn't know if I was gonna hit because I didn't get to the ebook yet, but I thought, okay, I don't have an ebook, right? How am I going to make this class tonight? And my few little reasoning skills were, why don't I ask the class to take a picture? They're gonna have a phone anyways. They gave me a picture, and now I have an ebook essentially in front of you, right? So I'm happy with that decision. So go ahead and grade me for it. Understanding problem solving. Identify yourself as a problem solver. Okay, so are you a problem solver? That's the first thing. Remember, I'm making you a decision maker with business acumen. This is nothing to do with, well, I'm a good this, good that. I'm more in focus on your business acumen now. Okay, if you're a good parent and a good spouse, there are reasons for that, but I want to make you a good business leader. So, with that said, you immediately have to say you're a problem solver. There are problems out there. If you want value, which is based on business, when you're in business, you're collecting value. You got to solve problems. If you're not solving problems, then what is your value? What are you worth? Now we're speaking business, right? All of these little keywords would ever help you if you want to go get an MBA because they're the same kind of language. Recognize problems. Learn to recognize problems so that you see developing and can act quickly to solve them. Okay. Make sure you even know what is a problem. At this moment in time, I'm speaking to you, and I don't know if you hear the fireworks in the background. Hey, look, grand finale. Okay. Do you guys hear the fireworks over there? It may not even be a problem. It goes right with the problem. So look, I'm highlighting it, and you may not even be hearing the fireworks in the video. Sorry, you forgot my question. Okay, I guess nobody else heard it. Well, guess what? You didn't hear it because Marina just said no. I don't hear the fireworks. So I made it a problem that wasn't even there. So recognize it to make sure it's even there. Right. Select an intuitive approach for solving problems. Intuition is your knowledge of something without having to discover to learn it. And it is typically your first reaction when there's a problem. Guess what, guys? Something were to happen that's just a huge problem, blown tire. You already have what to do, but is it effective? You probably are going off feeling. Intuition is feeling. I'm not saying that intuition is bad. You need intuition. Let me tell you, intuition comes in handy when you don't necessarily have the facts right in front of you. In other words, when that blown tire happens and you don't have Google to help you fix it, you're gonna have to go of your intuition. But right now, for this course, you're gonna put intuition aside because you have data, and if you have data, you're gonna analyze it, learn to analyze it. Okay, so it's telling you select an intuitive approach for solving problems. For this part of the test, or for this part of the course, you're gonna put it aside. Select a systematic approach for solving problems. Systematic, not intuition. Systematic. The key word is systems. What's your system to solving that blown tire? Well, my first thing I'm going to do is Google it. If I have internet, I'll look over it. Hey, this is the best way to change the tire for this one specific car. I have to go see if I have the tools. If I have the tools, let me do it. If I don't, maybe I have to have plan B, which plan B would be called AAA. And if I don't have plan A or plan B, the last part is C, which means call a friend or flag someone down. So saw that? That was systematic. A, B, C. Make decisions. Decisions are choices you make when faced with a set of options and alternatives. You can also think of decisions as tiny little problems you need to solve. So decisions are not one major deal, one huge life-changing. No, decisions are everywhere. Where did I choose to make this video today? Who did I choose to ask about for the photo? All of that are little decisions. And I try to grade my decisions. That's really hard to do. Grade it. Objectively look at it and say, was it a good idea to do this video at UH? Was it a good idea to do it right in front of the pep rally? I don't know, what could I have done better? Right? That's part of making decisions. Okay, now we go to objective two. Okay, analyzing problems. Because remember, we need to pretty much assess if there was a problem, right? I didn't know you guys couldn't hear the fireworks. Now, I'll tell you this, you guys out there in interactive model, this right here, what you see, guys, it's a little quiet. I gotta be honest. You guys haven't said anything. I just gave you objective one, and nobody's actually put some comments about it. So try to put it out there because this is your grade, your discussion grade. Just like those writing out there, I'll definitely be reading those and giving you a discussion grade. Okay, and you don't get surprised if you write something and you don't put thought or reason into it, and even though you met the 500 words, you did not get that grade you need because you didn't really look over the material. Same thing for you guys in here. Hey, you may say a lot of things, but if it's not sound, that's a keyword. There's so many keywords in this course. Sound, then you don't necessarily get the credit. So try to be sound in your reasoning. Okay. Look for deficiencies. A problem is only a problem when you're aware of it. Oh, hold on a second. I guess that was right. They were telling me objective two was not the same objective two, right? Objective two. No. Objective one. No, it's right. Objective two is right. So look for deficiencies. A problem is only a problem when you're aware of it. Most organizations have a constant stream of difficulties, though they frequently overlook and ignore the time and inertia. Okay, so overall, sometimes problems go just they're unseen. There are some items that you uh, don't even know that actually are a problem. For example, the way you've been making decisions, believe it or not, may have not been systematic. How about you guys out there in interactive model? You guys over there, how do you guys feel like you've made decisions with a system, or is it necessarily just out of your gut? What do you think? We made the decisions to be here. I thought it was my intuition telling me it was a good idea. So you did rely um, on your intuition there, Kim. It's okay. That's usually what you do. Guess not. It was systematic. I didn't want to write 500 words. Well, actually, Kim, one little part of that was a systematization. That's only one. For it to be systematic, you at least need about three good reasons. One is closer to intuition. If you ever have you ever heard of somebody say, "Hey, sleep on it, sleep on that decision." In fact, I always confused me when I was a little kid. Hey, I still want that item. I don't know why I'd sleep on it. That means give me more reasons. Think to yourself why you should buy that car or why you should probably, look further into that issue. Interview and gather data. That's two. Talk to people who are involved with the problem, work in the area, or maybe affecting your solution. Interview people. Hey, how is Professor Point? How did you get that data to be here? Most of you probably say, Raymond Professor. And even in that decision with Raymond Professor, was it just one thing, or did you ask around? Did you see about what this class was about? Interview and gather data. Again, I'm trying to hone how you make these decisions from now on because you want to have business acumen. Okay, got it. Thank you for clarification. Three reasons equal systematic. That's right. What's a system? It's multiple parts working together. So your reasons working together, that's really important. Observe as much as you can. You often learn the most about a problem through observation. How many of you guys out there looking for a job or your career right after this? And would you consider a free internship? Maybe you can answer that for me. That'd be great. Most of my decisions are from my gut, and I feel some type of way about something and then react. Good job, Clyde. That's not saying that's a bad thing, Clyde. That's actually you're a quick thinker. That's what that means. However, when you make decisions, especially dealing with funding or an institution under your hand, quick thinking is not necessarily a best attribute because you have time. You have lots of time. In fact, someone could make a better decision than you because they thought it over systematically. So remember that. Not saying in situations you do need to be a better quick thinker. It's just in some business decisions, you definitely probably need to more put, pen to paper. I want to rate my professor. You had a good rating, and so I made a decision to pick your class. Good to hear, Marina. I appreciate that. However, in the future, when you make decisions in professors, I can guarantee you, had you add 2 more points to that data set, you probably make even better decisions, even though you got lucky with this one. No to the internship due to my current job requirement hours. That's right, Daisy. I wanted that answer. A lot of people it goes with the absurd. A lot of people ask me, and I'll leave you this, okay? Should I do a free internship? And why should I work for free? Okay, I mean, I went to college, I paid all this money, and now I gotta go work for someone for free. It's real simple. The real knowledge that you're trying to obtain that makes you valuable and unique is not in a textbook. The textbook is just the minimal knowledge. This is 50% of the equation. The other 50% is the stuff that you're not gonna find unless someone tells you, gives gives it to you, like hands it to you as a present. Okay, and they're not gonna do that unless you're in front of people that make decisions. So when you're an intern, you work for free. You're gonna be working for decision makers. Pay attention to their decisions. Why did they make the decisions? Because somehow they got into these high positions. And you're gonna grab the coffee mug and you're gonna pour coffee, because that right there is your only value at that moment. Pour coffee, pour and shake the little cream, because that's all the value you give. You only know 50% of the knowledge, and that's only if you paid attention to the course, right? That's the best thing you have with a diploma. The other 50% is going to start with you handing coffee and paying attention to just to be in that little conference room handing coffee, paying attention to how those people made a decision. Gather that data for a few years, and you will be there, right in their position, hopefully, to make decisions. So you got to work for that. So yes, that's probably in line into you. You've never heard of that part of why people should get internships, and that's the truth. And ask what and not who. Ask what, not who. When gathering information, focus on the what, the aspects, not the who. Don't worry who's making the decision, but what was the decision that was made and why were the reasons. Because that decision in a conference room while you're pouring coffee is being made, you have to realize, well, what was that decision about? Did you pay attention? Why was that decision? Why did that thing get purchased instead of the other? Why that vendor? Why that? You need to ask that why, because that what is more important than the CEO made it. I agree with you, Sarah. So they're saying I would not consider internship because I know through systematic thinking that I would not be able to afford my bills. I have done unpaid internships in the past with good results, but it's no longer necessary for my career progression. Sarah, I don't know. I have to disagree. I myself, as a person who's working towards getting a PhD, I would love to be in a room in front of a New York Stock Exchange company CEO while they decide what to do in the next quarter. Because if I know why they're doing it and that secret, I may be able to use it in the future and one day become a CEO. See, you're seeing the value as in what you get paid in the dollar sign, but you're not seeing the value in the knowledge where you could actually have 10 to 20 times more of what you get paid today. See, be careful. That's what the whole concept of don't trip over dimes to get to dollars, right? You're doing this for a career, meaning a long term. If you're doing it for long term, figure out how to pay the bills and work for someone for free who knows what they're doing. Otherwise, you could get paid just for the present and not telling you the decisions. Those decisions are secrets. Absolutely. So just pay attention to that, and that advice alone got me far in life, very far in life. And then the last one is have a reality check. When you identify a suspected problem, ask yourself if it makes sense in light of the data you've collected. That decision that CEO made, did it make sense to you? If you went to that internship but you didn't pay attention to what decisions were being made, you lost out. You absolutely lost out. You need to pay attention, have a reality check on what's going on, be everywhere, have those ideas together. This is why I'm telling you guys, you lose out when you come to this course and you think you just want to get the A. I'll work with you on the A. You'll get the certification, get the knowledge, pay attention, get somewhere with this. You can make it somewhere. I myself, I'm trying to make decisions to get ahead. In fact, pay attention to my beginning, my introduction. What am I doing this semester? Is such a big deal. That's a decision for something that's not. By the way, pure internship, something that's not going to pay me a dime, but it's really important, right? That's all, class. Hopefully, I gave you some good value today. Congratulations on making this decision and being in front of me to listen to what we got to do. Hopefully, I will change your life with this textbook, and you will make good decisions, systematic decisions. Okay. Any last things you guys want to add? Let me know. Any questions, you guys, let me know, and we'll go from there. Have a good night.